She can get pain points, and she does it effectively in a different way.
Guy had 19 against the Tigers last year in a loss up at BC. Thornton a double-double in Clemson's win. Our Toyota starting lineup. You also got to keep an eye on Taylor Soule inside for Boston College. She leads the Eagles in rebounds. And on the other side for the Clemson Tigers, well, they're a team that is relying on a lot of new faces this year. And our Toyota starting lineups for the Tigers, including Amari Robinson. What a fine freshman year she's having, Deb.
She has a promising future. She's a hard worker. She's highly skilled. When you take the combination of those two things and your willingness to get better and be coached, you've got a bright future.
BC has the advantage in the all-time series, a 10-6 lead in that category, and we're underway here in Little John Coliseum, the 17th all-time meeting between these teams.
Both these coaches well prepared, very good teachers, hard workers, high energy.
Taylor Wortlip, a senior, looking down low, follow the bouncing ball, and Guy does right into the basket.
Emma Guy scores nearly 60% of the balls she catches in the paint. She is really good inside and will be a challenge for Clemson to deal with.
Tiger team that has had some bumps in the road on both ends of the floor this season. Robinson leaving her first effort of the afternoon short.
Clemson plays zone. They do a good job of getting back, and they force you to play against their quarter-court defense. That's when they're at their best. And Destiny Thomas on the top of the floor right here defensively is a junior, 5'10", good length, can take the vision away from smaller guards into Emma Guy.
Trying to deny the ball to Marnell Gerard. 4 on the shot clock. Wortlip feeding Guy from the right wing to beat the buzzer. Taylor Soule, that's not her strength. She is not known for outside shooting. Give you our Ford keys to the game presented by your local Ford dealer.
Well, it's going to be really important for Clemson to turn Emma Guy into a passer. You don't want her to catch it and play one-on-one against her all game. She's too good. And then for Boston College, you got to see them get some ball reversal against the Clemson defense.
Thomas, good idea. Robinson finding trouble down low. Good defense that time by Taylor Soule, who comes in with 10 blocks on the season. Boston College likes to play with pace, but Clemson's been playing a lot of zone defense this year. I think that's tough to do against the zone, isn't it, Deb?
Well, it is if you can't score, or if you can't get in transition, get easy buckets, and that's a good way for BC to get some easy points. It wasn't their defense, their offense that was a problem against Syracuse. It was their defense, though. In their last game, they're coming off a 10-point loss on the road at Syracuse.
Nice idea that time, but pass a little bit wide of Soule. Thomas on the break. They'll keep an eye on Kendall Spray. That's Clemson's best three-point shooter. Thornton a little bit too strong on the pass for Robinson, and a Tiger team coming off a 25 turnover outing in their loss Thursday night at Virginia. That's just been too common for them throughout the year.
Well, you've got to have a better angle to make that pass into the block. You can see in a couple of possessions they're trying to get Amari Robinson going inside.
Wortlip high up in the backcourt, and Thomas a little bit too aggressive. Amanda Butler, year number 2, guiding the Tiger team, and what a job she did a season ago. They established all sorts of benchmarks that hadn't been seen around here for roughly 2 decades. A 20-win season, a return to the NCAA tournament. Feed inside, and Guy finishing again. And boy, Emma Guy doing such a great job when you get it to her on the low block.
Joanna Burnaby, the head coach for Boston College, does a great job of isolating Guy on the inside. And
Hannah Hank.
Hannah Hank is a very good scorer inside 15 feet for Clemson. Just to button up your point about Amanda Butler, a 17-year drought from the NCAA tournament, and last year Clemson gets to the second round of the NCAA tournament. It was a phenomenal coaching job, a Coach of the Year job in the ACC.
Emma Guy has all 6 of Boston College's points. Hank this time on a feed, can't finish. Thornton And they'll reset. Destiny Thomas running the point. It's a role she moved into in January, not her natural position.
I wouldn't call her the point guard. I would call her the lead guard, because her running the top of the floor and running the offense at the top allows Kendall Spray to do that. It takes the ball out of Kendall's hands, allows her to move without the ball. She's their best three-point shooter, and they're going to need some threes to counter what Emma Guy can do on the inside. This is why it's hard to play her one-on-one. And BC works the angles. They make a nice entry pass. Emma Guy can catch a bounce pass. She can catch a lob.
And a turnover against the Eagles. That's their second so far this afternoon. They had 23 in their loss at home the other night against Syracuse.
And that's an unforced turnover. And talking to Coach before the game, she said probably 10 of their turnovers were just unforced like that.
Thornton, who picked up her first foul moments ago, looking inside for Hank, who's going to try the righty hook. Gets her own rebound, put back try. No good, but a foul was called, and that's something Clemson does very well as anyone in this conference, offensive rebounding.
Well, when you only shoot 39% from the floor, you have more opportunity to offensive rebound. And so the thing is, they go for the glass. They go to the glass hard, and they don't get beat in transition because Destiny Thomas is so good when she gets back and gets them in defensive balance.
Hank, the freshman from Australia, really saw her role grew right around the time of their visit down to Mercer in mid-December. Makes 1 of 2. She's a good free throw shooter this year, over 80%. And BC with the ball in a three-point game. Pull-up jumper, not going to fall for Michaela Dickens. Here comes Spray.
It's a good push to try to get a mismatch in transition. You don't have anything, so you set it up and then you turn it over. You got to have a ball fake.
BC will keep 27 on the shot clock off the inbound. Marnell Girard, really one of 2 point guards. She gave it away to the other, Dickens, each with about 4 assists per game. Dickens lets it fly from the right wing, and a tray goes down for the sophomore out of Virginia Beach.
You've got to find her and shade her in your defense. She is their best three-point shooter, Dickens. That's her 44th made three of the season.
And the travel will be called against Thornton, who you could see was just a little bit out of sorts. And Amanda Butler wants to talk about it. She'll call a timeout.
Hey, this is a nice job of moving the ball around the perimeter, spotting up Dickens outside the three-point line. That's too easy for BC.
Early on, BC in control here in Little John Coliseum. They lead by 6.
This is cellulose acetate, a plant-based material that's not only extremely durable, but also quite flexible, making it ideal for Warby Parker glasses, which, by the way, start at $95, including prescription lenses. Try 5 pairs for free.
She gets a lot of her conditioning, if not on the bike or in the pool, pretty much during games. That's got to be really tough to simulate, but she's doing great. But she can only wonder if she could go full speed in practice, how much better she'd feel.
Well, I think she plays her role extremely well for BC, and big girls don't need to run up and down the floor all practice. Let me just say that for all the big girls in the game. Look at that skill right there. See, that's what she can do. You can stay on the bike all you want, Emma Guy. You can go to the pool any day you want if you can do that. Put the ball in the bucket.
And from the left side of the basket that time. 8 early points and an 8-point lead for the Eagles. Robinson, the pull-up. Battle for the rebound. Thornton gets it back.
Good hustle on the glass by Clemson. Clemson has been a slow-starting first-quarter team. When you look at their last 5 games, they've lost the first quarter in each one of them, and they've lost the game. That's a travel.
And a lot of the offense runs through Taylor Soul, but unforced error that time.
Emma Guy doing a great job. Look at the work she does early. Nice shows the ball. Up and under move. Good left. It's a great finish. Hannah Hank let her cut right across the front of her face.
Has been on quite a run over the past few games. She's had over 13 points a contest. Ball was kicked inside, but boy, in her past 3 games, she's been over 20 points, and over the past 5, 16 points a game. And if she can continue that pace, it'll make this Boston College team even more dangerous. Into the game for Clemson, Isis Lopes, a freshman guard who didn't get into the starting lineup until ACC player, at least into the regular rotation. Also, one of the Tiger veterans working inside. China Cotton can't get it to fall. Held ball is the call, and the arrow will keep it in this end.
And Hannah Hank has the size and the girth to battle with Emma Guy on the inside. And watch how she'll tie her up right here. Guy puts the ball over her head on that rebound, doesn't chin it. Trying to clear it out of traffic, and Hannah Hank makes a big play for Clemson to give them possession.
And Butler, a word for Hannah Hank, her freshman. It's actually Meek Cherry who stands at the right elbow who just checked in. One of the backup bigs for Amanda Butler's team. And also others off the bench for this Clemson ball club.
Taylor Ortleb has done an outstanding job on Kendall Spray. Number 3 in white, not letting her get a really good look outside the arc. She's only had 1 attempt for 3.
Shot clock under 10. Lopes hung up. Ortleb nearly took it away. And she'll knock it out. 2 on the shot clock as Clemson will inbound.
Let's see if Clemson can make a direct feed into the block to Amari Robinson on this out-of-bounds play.
Kayla Hayes and Meek Cherry stand at the top of the lane. And a lob back door. Cherry couldn't find the handle. And the Tigers will give it up again.
If the pass had been better, that actually was a very well-designed out-of-bounds play by Amanda Butler.
Needs to be frustrated with a 4th turnover here over the course of the first 6 minutes or so of this opening quarter of play. It left defended out high by Lopes.
Now they're trying to front Guy, and she is so good at sealing. She is outstanding at working without the ball.
10-point game, 10-point quarter for Emma Guy. Nice feed that time once again by Taylor Soule. And again, that's the process of them running the offense through her. Lopes hung up out high by Gerard. Finds Hayes down low. Scramble for the ball. Battling is Robinson.
That is a great example of the toughness that Amari Robinson plays with. That makes you excited if you're a Clemson fan to watch her growth.
Robinson's first field goal. He's their second best scorer from the right wing. Overshooting the basket, Gerard. Rebound on the other side, and a cleanup by Michaela Dickens.
I think the backcourt of BC is smart. I think they play with high IQ. I think they understand where to get the ball. And look at this defensively right here. It's a clean pick.
She tops the ACC in steals, and Gerard will finish. Came in with 51 on the season, and it's a 10-point advantage as the Eagles build on their biggest lead of the ball game.
This is just timing it and doing a great job of getting
away from home. Their best in ACC play since 2011, so that shows you just how good they've been outside of Conti Forum.
And you can't go on the road and win in conference play without having really good guard play. Just solid, that can defend the position and can run the offense from the top of the floor.
Looked like a little bit too aggressive that time for Taylor Ortleb.
Watch Ortleb, she's going to plow right through Kobe Thornton. That's an excellent screen set by Kobe. Trying to free up Kendall Spray for a 3.
Her first, and you'll see both teams with 2 fouls apiece, and once again some contact as hitting the hard floor was Spray. And Taylor Soule picking up the personal. That's her second with 2:32 to go in the opening quarter of play.
That just helps Clemson get into the bonus, and when you're struggling to score, if you can get to the bonus early in a quarter, that helps you get to the free throw line.
Thomas inbounds to Hank. Dangerous pass. Thornton corrals. We'll keep an eye on Spray beyond the arc. Here's Robinson. Looking to shed the defender. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. with the shot clock at 10. Spray working inside on Ortleb. Hank. And the rebound on the offensive end by Robinson. Good job.
The ball's been down here on this end of the floor a lot. 2 offensive or defensive charges of fouls on Boston College. 2 offensive rebounds. You can get it straight here.
That is just 3 out of 13 from the field. Thornton will pull up, straddling the arc. It'll go for a long 2 for the senior out of Spelman, Georgia. Other end, Cameron Ford trying to break out of the shooting slump. Assists are good, too. And she's able to wheel it down inside. Georgia Pinot just checked in and has her first bucket.
This is when BC plays with their big lineup, when you have Pinot and Guy on the floor together.
Hank puts on the head fake. Now Spray from the corner, fires for 3.
Kendall Spray does a great job of getting her feet down quickly. Nobody gets their feet set on an exit cut better than Steph Curry, but that's the way you're supposed to do it, the way she did it right there.
You'd appreciate the comparison. Ortleb on the drive, contact, and a blocking foul will be called. And that battle right there, 2 Australians with Hank and Ortleb from down under, among 3 combined on the 2 rosters in this game.
Watch that exit cut by Spray. She uses a little bounce to get her balance, get her feet under her shoulders, and a quick release for the best 3-point shooter for Clemson.
First foul on Hank. Each team with 3 in the opening quarter. And we will see Taylor Ortleb go to the free throw line. And that has not been a place where she has spent much time this season. Rebound deflected out high. Shania Meerton's just checking into the game for Clemson. And Hank that time, reaching foul to be called. And I believe that'll be Ortleb. And that'll be her second.
It's a tough one for BC because it looks like it's a loose ball. Looks like it's a tough call to go their way.
So Ortleb to the bench, so both she and Taylor Soule, 2 of their starters, a couple of fouls each. They only play pretty much 8 a game, so that could turn into a factor. Foul trouble could become a factor as we move on in this contest. Under 40 seconds to play in our opening quarter. Meerton's defended out high by the freshman Vance. Here's a feed inside and a nice find by Thomas. And Thornton finishing for another bucket.
It's a good job by Clemson to recognize a mismatch and to have some offensive maturity in that possession.
Thornton trying to keep up with Guy, the Tigers post player, now with 6:15 to play. Shot clock is off in our opening quarter of action.
You got to talk every action right here. Defensively for Clemson, this would be a win for them to get a stop here.
Gerard giving it to Swartz. Swartz looking inside, and Pinot couldn't find the handle. And that's how our first quarter comes to an end. Well, the Tigers trying to hang around, but Emma Guy in Boston College building a lead of as many as 10 points in our open.
One of the keys for the game was to turn her into a passer. Right now, she's 5 for 5 from the floor. She has no assists. She has 10 points in her 9 minutes in the first quarter. The number 11 for Boston College is a terrific scorer, block to block.
Michaela Dickens off the inbound. Hung up as the Tigers spring the trap.
Hannah Hank really battling inside, trying to keep the ball out of Emma Guy's hands.
Tigers working that zone. Shot clock under 10. Bats the freshman. Feed down low. And a good job in traffic.
That is a terrific possession off the timeout. They know where they're going. Everyone in the building knows they're trying to get the ball there. And Clemson did a great job for 22 of the 30 seconds.
Nice catch down low by Robinson, but it's knocked away. Dickens pushing the pace. Nice work inside. Swartz.
Really good decision by Dickens. Good change of pace up the floor.
First field goal for the Colorado transfer for Boston College, and the Eagles holding their largest advantage so far, up by 11 points.
BC does a great job of moving the ball around the perimeter. Guy posts up, shapes up. Her timing is outstanding. She ducks in at the right time to get Hannah Hank on her hip. It's very well executed, and it's terrific timing by BC.
Michaela Dickens picking up her first personal in the game. Reaching that time by Batts. Scramble for the basketball. And Clemson will have the possession arrow. Batts the only freshman who really sees regular minutes for this BC team, which is a really interesting mix. Some senior holdovers from the previous coaching staff, some newcomers that
I think BC's terrific. I think they've got great depth. They don't play anybody over 30 minutes. They play 9 deep. They're long. They've got a back-to-the-basket scorer. I think their guard play is outstanding. And this is the kind of team that will be dangerous in the ACC tournament.
Meerden's pull-up jumper. Scramble for the rebound. And Boston College will get it back. Nice job that time by Guy defending in the face of Meerden.
So Emma Guy can't miss from the floor, and she doesn't have any fouls. So you have to really look to attack her on the defensive end. If you can't guard her, you got to try to put some pressure on her defensively.
No look past that time, but Guy maybe a little bit too excited. She'll turn it over. Fourth turnover in the contest so far for Boston College.
It's a small thing, but when she catches the ball standing up, she's less dangerous. When she is actually posting or sits in the post or shapes up, she is highly toxic for anybody defending her.
Now the first foul in the contest on the BC sophomore Marnell Girard. And quickly 2 team fouls in our second quarter. Spray, she'll try for 2. And the transfer from UT Martin can score inside as well.
That's the way you want to guard Kendall Spray. 59 threes and 18 twos on the season, so you have to run her off the three-point line.
Left block, Guy. Going to work on Hank, the freshman.
So tough. Come on. She just takes 2 power dribbles to the midline and finishes over that left shoulder. That is hard to guard.
43 points in her past 2 games coming in, and might be on that pace, let alone here this afternoon with 14 so far.
Well, why would you go anywhere else offensively with the ball if you're a BC right now?
And Guy knocking it away. Gets it ahead. Swartz on the run out. And it'll stay in the Boston College end. I think everybody was listening for the whistle, but nothing doing from our official on that end.
One-on-one. She doesn't quite hook. She drops that arm to create a little contact, protect the ball. If she had wrapped her arm all the way around Hannah Hank, that would have been a hook. Instead, she is very skilled and smart, knows how to get away with some contact inside, and that is a highly skilled. I mean, we told you coming in, this player was terrific. A low post, almost a throwback back to your basket player that not many teams play with a full.
The team finished 14 and 16, and I think on their trajectory, since they were picked 13th in the conference coming in this year, things are ahead of schedule as they start today at 12 and 10 and 5 and 6 in the conference.
So the shot clock goes to 24.
Girard from the corner. She's at 38% beyond the arc this season. Drive inside, contact, and the offensive foul will be called.
See, when you're struggling to score, you're trying to push the pace, and off of made basket, they're trying to run. And they're trying to run Emma Guy and Georgia Pinot. Now, the post players for Clemson with this lineup on the floor with Rogers and Bennett are faster, but you got to be able to make a better decision with the ball in your hands.
Robinson heads to the bench. Cotton checks in for her. First foul on Robinson and the first on the Tigers here in our second quarter.
So man-to-man defense, because I'm sure Amanda Butler's like, we have just got to get after it defensively. Tyler Bennett gives a little bit more size to that matchup with Guy.
Pinot thought about it outside, goes high off the glass for the finish.
Overall, BC shooting 74%, 75% from the floor. 75%.
As for a ball club on the year, they came in at 44%. They were pretty good in their loss the other night to Syracuse, 45% on field goals. Grazing it is Cotton, and here comes BC once again. They like to push the tempo.
See now, and a guy they'll wait for her to get down there now, and they'll run some offense for her.
And oftentimes their head coach says they wouldn't even wait for her. She can be a spectator when they break it out. They're not counting on her, but the turnover inside, so the Tigers will get it back.
Well, with Georgia Pinot on the floor, she can be the first post player down, and she can post up. And on this move right here, she takes it strong off the bounce.
BC 24-10 in points in the paint. A big reason why they doubled up the Tigers here, 32-16, with just under 6 to play before the half. Thomas give it to Spray. Shot clock coming up on 5. Spray sits back. And Guy taking it off the floor, and look at her running the break. Left wing for Schwartz. The lid remains on. Banks can't get the foul to fall, and Bennett has the Clemson rebound. So now we've seen Emma Guy the ball handler.
It's amazing how much faster you can run with a ball in your hands. You think you can get a layup.
Bennett down low and a travel, and that has been an issue in her career for the junior from just outside of Detroit. 8th turnover so far by the Tiger team.
Well, Amanda Butler is coaching hard, and right now, unfortunately for Coach Butler in February, she's coaching effort and energy, and that's not what you should be coaching right now. You shouldn't have to be doing that.
8 new players on the roster this year, 5 freshmen, and they've not gotten great point guard play. They go to something they'd like to do more, full court pressure. It leads to Thornton and one.
They go to pressure, they get the turnover, and they strike quickly before BC can get organized. And Kobe Thornton does an excellent job right here. Watch how quickly they get the ball to her. With contact, keeps her eyes on the target to finish.
So Thornton chance at a 3-point play, 52% on the season. Good work from the floor. Both she and Guy are perfect in the field so far.
Maybe this full court pressure will change the dynamic offensively. Sometimes it works like that because now you're speeding up the game and you're trying to speed up Boston College and not let them get comfortable playing in the quarter court.
Pass never got to Clara Ford. Another turnover by the Eagles. 7 so far, but they hold the lead. Tigers were down by 16 just moments ago. Spray with the kick. Pull up on the baseline. No for Cotton. Hank. And then Thornton.
Great job of crashing the glass. That's 10 offensive rebounds.
11 points in the game for Thornton, so each team with a double-figure score. The 2 folks we talked about at the outset of the telecast. In the post is where a lot of the scoring has happened. Pinot. Schwartz the pull-up. He has been really struggling from the field, but bats off the deflection, and travel is the call.
Really good job. Good effort coming off the timeout by Clemson to try to speed Boston College up and not let them get comfortable.
8 turnovers in the game now for each team.
You see a little fight out of Amanda Butler's team right here now in this part in the second quarter.
They've often been looking up early in games on the wrong side of the scoreboard, and they've shown battle. She says that her team, if nothing else, one consistent factor has been the fight. Unfortunately, so have the turnovers. They came into this ball game 331st in the nation in giving up, and oftentimes they're unforced. The best thing, though, has been that they haven't been turnovers with the ball in motion and lead to quick scores.
Well, that's a dead ball turnover, and that allows them to set some trapping quarter court defense and force a turnover. So the change in tempo defensively has had an effect on BC offensively. Now Clemson's got to capitalize on it and score some points.
A 9th turnover for BC to match Clemson. Tigers trying to snap out of a 5-game skid. Into the ball game, looking for a 4th ACC victory. Thornton changing hands near the basket. And good job by Girard to work out of traffic. From the right wing, another 3 drain, Michaela Dickens.
She takes about 5 threes a game. She's hit 2 already. She's solid. I mean, she plays the game, understands the game.
Robinson, the freshman for Clemson. Hank, another first-year player for the Tigers, and they'll be set out high with Thomas.
It's just a small thing, but Dickens immediately gets on spray, so she doesn't get a good look for 3. Calls out the switch right there, so Schwartz can get on spray. They're not letting Kendall get a good look at all.
Hank, awkward drive to the bucket. Guy will get it ahead. Schwartz will wait for the troops to arrive, and BC coming up on 2.5 to go before the half. Feeding inside. What else? And Guy, another finish. What a game she's having.
I mean, she points to the wing because she knows that Kobe Thornton is going to have to get out there and contest, and that's going to leave a direct pass. Great vision to the rim. BC's looking inside every time they touch the ball.
Matching their biggest lead of the game, BC at 16. Robinson unable to get that one to grab rim. And Dickens on the move. And it'll count. Wow, seeing bodies fly. Great job. I really don't know how Girard even got rid of the basketball as Thornton came flying in.
She threw it, and then she ducked. I mean, literally, watch this right here. Kobe Thornton comes over to block it. I think the basket counts, and the foul is on Kobe Thornton off the ball. That's what it looks like to me. Let's see what the officials. Yeah, they're scoring it.
They counted the hoop.
That's right.
What a play by Girard. For Thornton, that's her second personal.
She gets the ball over.
She kicked it over, okay.
To Emma Guy, who finishes it. The foul is on Kobe Thornton on the passer, but it happened at the same time as the basket was scored.
Height was blocked. It appeared that the ball had gone up in the air off the hand of Guy, but still a great assist, as good of an assist as she'll have this season. So BC the bucket, they keep possession. Guy off the feed and a pull-up.
My goodness.
Boy, it's all working for Emma Guy. The lead grows to 20 points. Emma Guy cannot miss. She's 10 out of 10 from the field, and in the ball game, well, that lead is essentially hers. She has 20 of Boston College's 41 points.
So skilled, so smart, and BC's intention to get her the ball. It's a very well-prepared offensive game plan for Boston College and head coach Joanna Burnaby McNamee.
Guy's already exceeded what she did for the entire game against Clemson a year ago when she had 19. Biggest lead of the game for the Eagles. Cherry from the free throw line. And last touch by Taylor Ortleff, who just checked back in. She went to the bench in the opening quarter with a couple of personal fouls. Shot clock at 20 on the inbound. Tigers setting up a play. Spray, nice find down low. Cherry trying to work through traffic.
There you go. Challenge Emma Guy.
First foul in the game on the Boston College senior post player. Nick Cherry, now two-time junior college All-America for this Clemson team in her first season. Was 36% from the line in limited trips, but able to get her first point in the game.
I think Nick Cherry is unique in terms of not being able to play the last 2 years, having to wait till the second semester to play. I think she's a high-energy player who understands her role, and I'm waiting for her to feel like she's in rhythm because I think she can do more. And I definitely think she can impact the defensive end because she can guard inside and out.
Tigers again show the pressure, looking like they might try to trap Gerard.
Looks like they're trying to go almost like a box and one. They're showing zone, but then I think they're in a man.
Schwartz had the backdoor feed, but it'll be a 3-second violation. She couldn't bring it in clean, or else she would have had a bucket.
And it's a good change by Amanda Butler because it made Boston College hesitate. So anything you can do to get them off balance, out of rhythm, be disruptive, make them uncomfortable. Because right now they're really in a good rhythm and finding Guy very consistently on the block.
Boston College is just over 70% from the field in this game. Clemson at 29%. Cherry, strong move. Try to get the bucket over Pino. Nothing doing.
See, and there's where I'm always conflicted, because did she need to jump stop and go to her right hand, or she could just finish that with her left and draw a foul?
See the differential. Game clock to shot clock. Won't fall that time for Dickens. And Kaylee Sticker, freshman for the Tigers, just checked in, has the rebound.
I feel like a big, strong body like Nick Cherry can just wipe it through one dribble and go to the rack hard.
Hayes. Michaela Hayes, a much-needed three-pointer for the Clemson team. They trail by 20. They're back within 15. Coming up on 10 to play before the break.
1 for 3 outside the arc before Hayes attempts that shot, giving her her second triple of the season.
Kendall Spray picking up her first. And just the third in the team, and if nothing else, it disrupted flow for Boston College. Gerard running it down. And a reach-in will be called on the floor.
That's not a bad foul, actually, because that makes BC have to inbound the ball again.
Destiny Thomas, though, picking up her second personal. She and Thornton with 2 each for Clemson in this opening half of play. 6.7 to go. Guy giving it back to Gerard. She'll fire to beat the buzzer. Meerton's coming down with it, and that's how we arrive at halftime here in Little John Coliseum. But when you're on the road, you'll want to start hot. Emma Guy and the Boston College Eagles certainly have done that in our ball game today. And Boston College this year has 12 winning a milestone.
She's 10 for 10. That's her personal record. One more would put her tied with Carolyn Swords, who plays in the WNBA for the Las Vegas Aces. Let's see if Amanda Butler's defense has done something different on number 11 for Boston College.
Gerard with the feed inside. We didn't see a whole lot of Taylor Soule, who couldn't find the handle, but what do you know? Well, there's Guy.
Do you give her an assist for that? Because I'm thinking that she might have gotten one. 11 for 11 ties the record of BC for consecutive field goals.
Soule went for the steal, gets the rebound instead. And Boston College off and running here in the second half. I was impressed that Guy was so effective from both sides of the hoop in that first half of play. And the held ball will send it the other way, so she ties the BC record with that finish.
Accidental assist, but she'll take it. 11 for 11 from the floor for 22 points.
Appropriate. The number she wears gets her the milestone. Thornton had a good first half for Clemson. She's trying to get assists right there, and she will as Hank finishes.
Really unselfish wraparound pass by Kobe Thornton.
And once again, Tigers coming out attacking and getting the bucket. Loading up is Gerard. Thomas takes it off the floor.
But I think that's what you have to do, is take away the two. Get some long threes, long rebounds, and some runouts.
Robinson with the finish. 4 points for the freshman. Destiny Thomas sparking some action for the Clemson team.
So when you slap the floor in basketball, that means lock down. It's great a body language message since we're coming off that team building halftime feature.
Almost a turnover for BC, but a finish from the long wing by Michaela Dickens.
The more I watch Dickens, the more I like her. I like her game. She is solid. She plays tough. She doesn't change her demeanor. You got to attack her.
Spin move left of the bucket. And the freshman Hank with a second hoop, and a foul was called.
I love the way Amanda Butler's team has approached the start of the second half. They're athletic, they're aggressive, they're taking away the inside, and Hannah Hanks gets an isolation and tries to score one-on-one and does score against Emma Guy to give her her second foul in the game.
Hanks 7 points, 5 rebounds, 84% from the line this year. It's a three-point play. And it's a 13-point game, as close as Clemson's been in a while. And some of that full court pressure that Amanda Butler likes to employ. Stoll fouled hard on her way to the bucket.
Wow. I thought Kobe Thornton had all ball on that, but we were, of course, blocked out by the angle. Was the official blocked out by the angle? Look at this play. The official on the baseline makes this call. That looks ball to me.
And it looks like she caught her on the right side of the head. So Taylor Stoll out of West Lebanon, New Hampshire, a sophomore. 74% on the season. Technically their team leader because she has the most attempts to qualify. And just her first point in the game, she's their second leading scorer at nearly 13 a contest. But that foul trouble had her on the bench for most of the opening half. And it's back out to a 15-point Boston College lead.
They run their sideline break after a made free throw.
Spray, best three-point shooter on the Tigers, and that's why. 8 points in the game for Kendall Spray. She knocks down another three-pointer.
2 more Tigers slapping the floor, locking down on defense. It's a great body language message to the rest of your team.
Gerard, she might get hung up in the corner by Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Ford left. And Robinson takes it down and starts the break ahead to Thomas. And a foul will be called.
That's a strong rebound by Robinson and doesn't need the outlet. Immediately dribble busts up the floor to get into their transition game quickly. And this is when you're struggling to score, and Clemson had struggled in the first half. You're trying to get in tempo and push the pace and try to get some easy buckets out on the break.
Gerard picking up her second foul. Destiny Thomas from just outside of Atlanta in Pelham, Georgia, the junior, 77% from the line this season, second on this Clemson ball club.
It was a 20-point first half lead by BC. Thomas had a chance to cut it to 10.
Quick move, Dickens forcing it. Soul flew in but couldn't contain the rebound.
I think that was a good no call.
Kayla Dickens, she does play with a lot of pace, but her coach, we noted earlier, she's got a great court sense about her as a sophomore, and I think that her head coach, Joanna Burnaby McNamee, will give her that option to force the action if she feels like she can finish. A little pump fake that time by Hank.
Well, I like that set, though, for Clemson. 2 shooters in the corner. You play the numbers game in the middle of the floor, in the middle third. Hannah Hank had a great look.
Soul contact, and the foul will be called. It'll go against Hannah Hank. She picks up her second. Hannah Hank, one of those Tigers who's really grown up as her freshman year has progressed. The foul line goes Taylor Stoll, where she scored her first 2 points in the game moments ago. And leaves out short. One out of 2 for Soul, and the lead back to 12, and you see the contact.
Blocking foul called on Hank.
Tigers coming up empty on that offensive drive. BC back in the offensive end on the floor. Stoll got the angle, had it knocked away. Great job on the reach in by Isis Lopes. Spray with the pull-up.
He's one of the only players in the ACC that has the green light to do that. Certainly has the green light for Amanda Butler. That is a big-time play. It's like a dunk on the women's side when you pull up and stick a triple like that.
Tigers back to a single-digit deficit for the first time in a long time. 8:09 of the second quarter. Kendall Spray letting it.
The ball. Kendall Spray's hit 2 triples in this third quarter, and their defense has been locked in on this end of the floor, limiting Emma Guy, who had 20 first-half points, to just 2 here in the third quarter.
Tigers are 5 of 7 from the field, as you see. Hot start to this third quarter by Boston College, and Spray forcing another turnover. Hank looked low, and will throw it into the backcourt. And to Clemson, an 11th turnover here in our ball game.
And Joanna Burnaby-McNamee, in her second year at BC, has got to get her team back in rhythm. And one way to do that is to get the ball inside to Emma Guy. I'm thinking they're going to be looking for Guy on this possession with a fresh 30.
BC in this game dominated the points in the paint. Gerard unable to make it fall from outside, but there's Guy. Quick hands. She can't get it to go. A rare miss. Wow.
Well, she worked to get off the contact of the box out of Thornton and did a great job to secure that offensive rebound.
That one fall from long range, and Thomas unable to save it. Well, Emma Guy had been perfect from the field, but
look at Guy get off the contact. Kobe Thornton does not get into Guy's body, and Guy does not give up on pursuing the glass. That's the way you offensive rebound.
Freshman Hank able to pull down the rebound. So Guy will have to be satisfied for now with 11 of 12 from the field. And she's getting a breather. Gerard defended by Spray. Shot clock under 10. Stoll, strong move to the basket as bodies fly. Gets her own rebound. Will go back up with it. And Pinot will be called for the travel. She simply couldn't keep her balance, but good scrappy play by both Stoll and Pinot for BC. 14 turnovers now on the Eagles.
This is the third consecutive possession that Clemson's had a chance to cut into this 9-point deficit. Can't have empty possessions when you're working so hard on the defensive end to limit the other team. You got to find ways to get points on the board.
Robinson up top. Hank. Pretty good mid-range jumper shown by the freshman. Robinson. She won't get the putback, and she hobbles after being fouled. But she will head to the free throw line. Probably an opportune time for an official timeout. We'll take one as well here at Clemson.
Well, Donna Bullock is the trainer for Clemson, and she's been there for many decades. I can't remember how long. She's been honored for her service inside women's basketball and to the officiating community that comes through here. She takes care of everybody, and I'm sure she got Amari right back on the floor like, you're fine. Throw some dirt on it, get back out there.
She's seen this rodeo before, but she and the entire athletic training staff do a great job here at Clemson. Robinson in her freshman season, 75% from the free throw line, and the 2 free throws bring her team a little bit closer. Now down by 7, and she will indeed get a rest and get some attention from her athletic trainer on the end of that Clemson bench. Boston College 0 for their last 6 from the field, and Sports unable to change that. The rebound pulled down by Cotton. Thomas, a little bit too exciting for her. She brings it over midcourt, but order is restored. Hayes hit a big 3 in the opening half of play. That time the entry pass knocked away by Sports. Clemson will keep with 13 on the shot clock.
There's Donna Bullock back there with DJ Shea mixing spinning some tunes, and Amari Robinson getting a little extra TLC. which actually is a theme for Amanda Butler's team. Trust, loyalty, and commitment. Not the same TLC that most people know.
Hayes for a 2.
Michaela Hayes has been terrific off the bench. She's been productive in her minutes. Got a couple of baskets, including a 3 in the first half.
5 points for Hayes, one of the 8 Tiger newcomers. Dickens, nice show on the dribble, and the first bucket in a while for Boston College, and a much-needed one.
Solid, smooth, competitive, tough. There's a lot of coaches that would love to have her on their roster, the way she plays. Dickens.
Back after an 8-point lead. Thornton, defended by Dickens, tries to make it over her, and it comes down to Gerard.
And that's where Kobe Thornton needs to put it on the floor and take advantage of a smaller defender, instead of settling for a short corner jump shot, which is the hardest shot in basketball.
Destiny Thomas picking up the personal. She gets the assist on that play.
That's a tough angle right there, and Michaela Hayes makes it look easy.
Third personal foul on Thomas, and that's something to keep an eye on. She's been a reliable guard for Amanda Butler. Dickens 84% from the free throw line this season. And Golding on a good afternoon. She now has 16 points. Guy leads the way with 22 for the BC team.
Skylar Blackstock getting some quality minutes here in the third quarter. The sophomore walk-on from Wando High School in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Amy Butler going deep into her bench. Spray with a pull-up. Kendall Spray, real nice rainbow touch, whether she's shooting one of her signature threes or, in that case, a 2 from near the foul line. She has 13 points.
Three triples for Kendall and two-point baskets for Kendall. It's been a long time since Kendall's had 2 twos from the floor. She's typically knocking down triples.
She's above her 10.1 points per game average. Clemson with Spray leading the way with 13 points, and Thornton, their other double-figure scorer, with 11. You see 3 of 11 from the field in this quarter, but they maintain an 8-point advantage.
So Amanda Butler's already coaching possession for possession, because Skylar Blackstock came in to run off a screen to create some space, and it allowed Kendall Spray to get to the bucket.
Spray forcing the action. Boy, you don't expect that out of the transfer from UT Martin. Just 5'5", but another bucket close to the hoop. She has 15. Tigers back within 6. Knocked away that time from Pino. Thomas, one player to beat. Hayes the follow. It's a 4-point game. And 7 big points off the bench for Michaela Hayes.
What a great job by Amanda Butler getting her team ready to come out and adjust. Down 15 at the half.
Gerard feeding inside, and the rattle and roll for Georgia Pinot, the senior from Australia. Big basket for the Eagles.
So a big part of the defensive effort is taking Emma Guy away, and they have done that here in the third quarter. She had 20 at the half. Spray from deep. Emma Guy has only 2 points here in the third quarter.
Foul on the rebound try. And Pinot picking up her second.
It's a great take off the bounce. Kendall Spray taking what the defense gives you. They run her off the three-point line. She says, I got a runner for you.
Thompson a chance to pull within 3, but that won't go down. Rebound inside. Robinson, and the freshman with the putback. 8 points for Amari Robinson. Trying to continue a good family tradition against BC. Other end, and a big answer by Michaela Dickens.
So tough. We see you, Michaela Dickens. What a baller.
19 points for the sophomore. She's done some of her best work on the road scoring-wise. Little pull-up once again for Spray. Wow. We're going to start designing plays close to the basket for the junior, who commits the foul.
Kendall Spray working hard without the ball. Amanda Butler running her off baseline screen. Michaela Dickens has got the defensive assignment, and she goes over the top of all that screening action, and then Hayes pops her with a screen late right here. That almost was a moving screen. I'm sure that's the way BC saw it. Kendall Spray reading what the defense gives her.
Thomas dogging Gerard, who takes the inbound pass. Coming up on half a minute to go in the third quarter. Dickens, where she made it from moments ago. That's on the rebound.
That was definitely a heat check, which I'm perfectly fine with.
Good find inside for Bats. Ball went into the hoop the wrong way, though. The Tigers a chance to, again, get within 3, maybe 2 on this trip as our third quarter winds down.
So Kendall Spray committed that foul before, I think, to stop the clock because she needed a break. She's working so hard without the ball.
Thornton, the strong move. Can't get it to fall, and our third quarter comes to an end. But suffice it to say, the Clemson Tigers, as they have so often this season when trailing, showing life in the second half. Head to quarter number 4 in a 5-point. They had a very good look to potentially force that game into overtime, and so you would rather play with the lead, but suffice it to say, a comfortable position for Clemson because they've had this experience and battle. They hope today is one of those days they are able to close the deal.
Well, they did a terrific job on Emma Guy, who had 20 points in the first half, just 2 in the third quarter. Number 11 right here with the ball.
She'll kick it right wing. Ortleff can't get it to fall. Long rebound, Destiny Thomas.
They forced BC to the perimeter, and that is an example of a long missed 3 that allows Clemson to get out and make a play on the offensive end.
Robinson has it literally taken away by Dickens. 12 turnovers in the game for Clemson, but they've been very good with the basketball in our second half. Gerard from the right wing. Too strong. Guy battles inside. So does Ortleff. And rejected by Hank. And the Tigers will get it back. Shania Meertens. Stetson transfer. We've seen her in the third quarter, but back out there. Thornton on the right wing. Shot clock coming up on 10. Gray getting a breather over on the Clemson sideline. Thornton, strong move.
Yeah, Kobe Thornton has really played well in the second half. She's been active on the glass. She's offensive rebounded. She's seeking shots, and she's communicating here on the back row. And Hannah Hank has done an excellent job on Emma Guy as well.
Thornton has 13 in the game, and a whistle away from the ball. A lot of contact, and Emma Guy will be called for the personal. So the Tigers doing a nice job defensively with freshman Hank, and it sets them up on the other end.
Kobe for 2. Hannah Hank draws an offensive foul on Emma Guy trying to post up. And Emma Guy didn't like it, but Hannah Hank did a great job of holding her position. It's a good call by the official.
Guy now with 3 personals. Clemson can get within 1 or tie on this possession. Robinson saves it initially, but there's Soul. She'll take it the other way. Contact. Thornton, count it. And she'll go to the line.
See, that's a tough call for Kobe Thornton. As good a shot blocker as she is, does she try to take the charge? Did she get there in time? Or does she try to block or contest the shot? Right? You're not going to get there in time. You got to make a better choice right there. I would have challenged her up top instead of challenging her down below.
Thornton has to head to the bench. A 4th personal foul on the Clemson senior post player. And Stoll leaving the free throw short. Good job by Nick Cherry to run it down. Thomas looking things over. Spray back on the floor. Hank from the free throw line. Battle inside, won by Cherry.
Good effort on his weak side by Nick Cherry.
4 points for the Laurel, Mississippi native Cherry.
I would run through Amagai here or through Dickens. I would make sure these two both get touches, and it looks like they were trying to put him in a two-man game.
That's Guy with it up top. We saw the defense collapse back out to Dickens. Battle for the rebound. A foul will be called. Guy was trying to get position.
Great job. You get inside position by Nick Cherry. She knows the shot is going up from 15 from Hannah Hag, because Hannah Hag can make that shot. So she's going to take it. And Cherry gets in great position underneath the glass.
Hag picks up her third. She'll exit. Tigers 19-2 in second chance points. One of the reasons they've been able to battle back from that big deficit. But Eagles a chance to add to this three-point advantage. They've led throughout. Will turn around in the lane. No for Soule. And a box out once again by Cherry.
Taylor Soule can't get anything going. She's 1 for 5 from the floor. Just 5 points in the game. She's one of their double-figure scorers.
Thomas, the lob for Robinson. But an offensive foul will be called. Robinson with the push, scrapping inside. I think she might have inadvertently poked Taylor Ortleth in the eye. Second foul on the Clemson freshman.
This is an important stretch for Clemson here. They've played 4 of their last 5 on the road.
Dangerous pass, scramble for the basketball. Now,
I don't think there's any.
That was an inadvertent whistle, and it should have been Thomas and Clemson's ball going the other way, but they'll get it on the inbound.
Now BC gets to organize their defense. But what I was saying is it's an important stretch. 4 of the last 5 losses have been on the road. They've got 3 at home, and now Kobe Thornton's going to come back in the game with those 4 personal fouls.
Clemson team coming off that big turnaround season a year ago, picked 8th in the ACC, so they've out there 3-9 start, a disappointment, but still a lot of room for improvement. And you noted, Deb, a lot of home games upcoming. Whistle away from the ball, and it's like a lane violation against Robinson.
3 seconds inside by Robinson.
Thomas applying the pressure, as does Spray. Almost knocked it from the hand of Girard.
When Amanda Butler decided in the second quarter about midway to extend their pressure, it's changed the game for them.
Girard.
Tough backcourt play. Around Amagai. This is a well put together BC team.
Sophomore out of Lynn, Massachusetts, has grown up in a hurry. She got off to a really rough start beyond the arc. She was just 1 out of 14 to begin the season, but she's been really good since. 6-point advantage BC coming up on the 6-minute mark here in our 4th quarter. And a collision around the ball handler Spray. And Girard, who hit the floor, will be called for the foul.
Girard outside knocks down the 7th 3-point made basket of the game for BC.
Picks up her 3rd personal foul. As they get the floor in order, Mertens will inbound. So Thornton out there with 4. Interesting to see what Boston College does in a half-court set when they've got the ball. But for now, Clemson trying to get a little bit closer. Spray finding Thornton. Nice touch for the senior.
That's why it's important for Kobe to stay out of foul trouble, stay on the floor. That's 15 for the senior, Kobe Thornton.
Big game last year with 17 points and 11 boards and a win at BC. Fort cross court to Ortleth. Too strong. Hayes deflecting it and finding her teammate Mertens.
BC has led the whole way, Pete. Clemson has not had the lead in the game.
Robinson out front. A 3-pointer for the freshman. Just 25% beyond the arc. She's got 11, and the Tigers are back within 1.
Wow. That's just their 9-3 of the season. Doesn't take many.
quick feed inside. Soul unable to get it to go, and there's Hayes with a basketball. Clemson has a chance for its first lead of the afternoon. Spray to Robinson. They were ready to make a whole lot more noise here in Little John Coliseum. Dickens feeding ahead. The ball goes to Guy on a nice find by Ortleff.
What a nice lead.
Big basket for Emma Guy, building on her afternoon. She now has 24. Robinson with Soul hitting the deck. Hayes scramble for the ball, and the arrow will keep it in Clemson's end. Teams alternating big shots here down the stretch. We have an official timeout. Robinson draining the tray on the other end. You go to your senior when you need an important hoop.
Domino's.
Just take those old records on the shelf. I've been listening to them by myself.
The Domino's tracker now has GPS with delivery alerts, so we don't catch you before you're ready.
Hey, time of your life, huh, kid? It's about to be.
Try it next time you get any 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas delivered for just $5.99 each.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Joe, spot on this last one. There it is.
Keep going with it. Leo. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
We see someone continue to hone his craft.
They were not going to be
Road victory in Tallahassee earlier this season. While the Clemson Tigers would consider this a very big win for a lot of reasons. It would snap a 5-game skid, get them a 4th ACC win of the season. They had a very big early season victory at Notre Dame. Robinson inside, denied by Soul. Tries again. A 3rd time isn't the charm, and the rebound comes down to Guy. Here comes BC. Dickens ahead. Soul on the run out. Tried to get it away. Thomas and Soul. Flying in was Mertens. And here comes Clemson. Robinson, such a gifted freshman for Clemson. Hank gives it to Mertens.
I thought they had Robinson inside. They missed her.
You see the shot clock at 5. You hear the count in the background. Mertens on the drive, and she'll head to the line.
It was organized confusion on that possession. You get the switch. You get a great play down here defensively. Come up with a basketball.
4th foul on Emma Guy, so both she and Thornton 4 apiece. Thornton currently over on the Clemson bench, and Amanda Butler trying to strategically put her best post player in there.
Well, she's subbing offense for defense, so she doesn't want Kobe Thornton to pick up a 5th foul. That's why she's sitting at the front of the bench, because she's going to go back in as soon as there's an offensive possession.
And Mertens can't get the bounce on the second, so a 2-point game, 66-64. Boston College coming up on 3.5 to go in our 4th quarter.
It's been a long time since Emma Guy has scored.
Dickens has hit some big shots in the second half. Not that time, but there's Guy. She can't get the putback. Ortleff battles inside, and it'll go back over to Clemson.
What an incredible battle on the glass it is right now on both ends. Here comes Kobe Thornton back in for offense. Emma Guy gets a great look here with that left hook. And Ortleff battling inside.
At 5'7", and Kendall Spray at 5'5" for Clemson right there in the fray as well.
See, Joanna Burnaby-McNamee is doing the exact same thing, substituting offense and defense here.
And you see Thornton back on the floor, tried to get her a pass, did Thomas, taken away, and the steal by Soul, who came in with 24 on the season. So the Eagles now with the ball and that 2-point lead. Dickens, nice feed, and it rolls off no good for Soule. Kind of day she's having.
What a drop-off by Dickens. Next time she's going to shoot it instead of dropping it off.
Taylor Soule just 1 of 7 from the field. Defending Thornton out hard is Soule. Now Thomas for Robinson inside. Contact, and then a block is called. Late whistle.
Well, you had to call a foul because she tripped over on the floor, on the ground. So.
Georgia Pinot picking up her second personal. That's 4 on BC. So Clemson will inbound. 20 on the shot clock. So what are you thinking? Probably a play call for Thornton?
Kendall Spray may be coming off this baseline screen.
Hank tried to feed it inside, knocked away.
There's no room to make that pass. That's twice Clemson has had a chance to tie or take the lead, and they've turned it over.
17th in the game, and a crucial one there by the Tiger team. And a timeout is called.
So this possession's so critical. It's a timeout to get Emma Guy back in the game.
BC will talk things over. We'll come back after this.
Oh no, there's a wall there now? That's too bad.
Visit Geico.com and see how easy saving on renter's insurance can be.
College basketball all season long.
Boston College to inbound, protecting a 2-point lead. Led by 15 at the break, as many as 20 in the opening half. Clemson has been within a possession on several times down the court in this second half.
That's a couple of ATOs where you call a timeout, you get Emma Guy in the game, and then you turn it over.
19 in the game for Boston College. We'll see if that proves to be big. Hank, left elbow, and we're tied. Tigers managed just 26 points in the opening 20 minutes of play. They've had a big second half. Under a minute and a half to go in regulation. Turnaround jumper, and the ball dies for Soule. A big, big bucket.
That's a huge answer. Good job by Hannah Hank, not allowing Emma Guy to get great position inside.
7 points for Soule, coming up on a minute to go in our fourth quarter. Robinson will back it out. Shot clock coming up on 10.
Always clear it out for Robinson. Let her go off the bounce.
Hank defended by Guy who has 4 fouls. Thomas trying to push it to beat the shot clock. What a Robinson.
What a pass. What a read. And to have the presence of mind to know you can't come back down with it, you got to tap it in.
13 points for the freshman Robinson. And once again, Joanna Burnaby McNamee. Her team's been a good road team this year. Trying for another road victory, but tight times here at Clemson.
And Clemson's second half defense has been the difference. Their tempo, their ability to offensive rebound, their ability to take Emma Guy, number 11, away, who had 20 first half points.
Amanda Butler hoping her team can come up with a big defensive stand. BC does own the possession arrow. Tigers have 3 team fouls here in the quarter. Boston College with 4. You'll see the differential. Shot clock to game clock. You see Soule going to the basket, and she's fouled. I think they're going to say the foul was on the floor. That'll be a 4th on the Tigers here in the quarter.
Continuation in the NBA, not in college women's basketball. What a play, though, by Taylor Soule. Both teams each have 1 more foul to give. Each team has 1 more timeout. Possession arrow is with Boston College.
3rd foul on Robinson. So 2.2 seconds now the differential. And Gerard will use a final Boston College timeout. But a good move.
Well, yeah, you want to got to make sure you inbound the ball here, because what you can do is take the clock all the way down. There's only a 2-second differential. That's not enough time for Clemson to get the ball the other end of the floor. If you run the clock down, and half chance for an offensive rebound. So I'm taking the clock down to about 10 before I start looking to attack the basket, and I would like to take a shot with about 4 or 5. That means there'll be 6 or 7 on the game clock.
A great prelude we have to the ball game that follows. More ACC women's hoops, Virginia Tech in North Carolina. Stay tuned for that. I wonder if Emma Guy will have a play designed her way, or Michaela Dickens has had a hot hand here in the second half as well.
Well, they got to get the ball in bounds first. That's the last timeout for Boston College.
It comes into Dickens. Gerard. Thomas defending her far from the basket. 10 on the shot clock.
Now you go.
Dickens defended by Spray. Crosses over, works through traffic, and a foul will be called. And Michaela Dickens now with the opportunity to put her team in front with 5.4 seconds remaining.
You don't want to commit that foul. You have nothing right here if you're Michaela Dickens. You got her bottled up. She's trying to split two.
Fourth foul on Robinson.
What a break. What a big play by Dickens. She forced the action.
And she knocks down the first of the 2 free throws. A 20-point game for Dickens.
Now keep in mind, Pete, there is a timeout that Amanda Butler will burn here to advance the ball.
Dickens just 2 points against Clemson last year.
She misses it on purpose.
Rebound battle for held ball, and Boston College has the arrow.
She missed it on purpose. I think it's great strategy by Joanna Burnaby-McNamee. She knows it's not enough time in women's basketball to get the ball up the floor. You take a chance. But I think that's what she did based on the way she shot that free throw.
Has to be. Great job to fight in there by Taylor Soule.
That's a real gamble.
So the inbound, and Dickens simply trying to run away from defenders and fouled with 1.6 to go.
Now she'll go back to the free throw line and she'll try to make both. Now Amanda Butler still has a timeout to use. They burned 3 more seconds off the clock because they couldn't catch Dickens. Dickens does a good job of dribbling away from the defenders, not towards the basket.
And I'm trying, Deb, not to say she was fast as the Dickens on that dribble. I'm trying so hard.
Waited till 1.6 left in the game.
Yes, I'm trying to curtail that. And a big free throw made, but she and the Eagles will feel even better if they can at least make it a full 1-possession ball game.
This one as well.
Well, she did, and she hit the rim in doing it, and time will run out. And how about the closing half dozen seconds or so for Michaela Dickens, Taylor Soule, and this Boston College Eagles team. They come into Littlejohn Coliseum, enjoyed a sizable lead in the opening half.